Hi and welcome to my channel Pretty Pink Soul Movement. I'm Michelle Cool and today I'll be doing a Halloween reading, how to access the portal on the 31st of October, which is really exciting. So a lot of you will know that the veil is very thin on the 31st of October. It was the thinnest day of the year, and also that enables us to channel in special and specific powers that we want to. So this reading is about what spirit wants you to channel in on the 31st. I'll also do a ritual sometime before the 31st. Also to note, Australia, we have the 31st before the US does, about 9 to 12 hours beforehand. So it's actually on your specific day, whatever day it is for you, that's when the portal is there for you to access, okay? Just in case anyone's wondering about that. So there'll be specific powers that want to connect with you at this time. And yeah, if you want to, you can access them. And I'll explain how you can go about trying to access these powers. And remember, with anything you want in your life, it's all about intention. Because intention is related to beliefs. As soon as you want something 1000%, it will be there for you. It's always, whatever you want is always there for you. It's just waiting for you to be ready, to have that mindset ready, and your energy right to tap into that, okay? So a few other things to note about this time: protect your 3D energy. And you do that by keeping away from people that are draining you, or they want too much for you, or they expect free stuff from you, they want your time, or they just don't resonate with you. It's really important at this time that you need to keep away from those type of vibes, those type of people. You need to keep your energy high, because I'm not about fear mentality, but this is what my guides are telling me. There's more energy trying to come in. So you can have access to your powers, but you also need a form of protection as well at this time. So if you're hanging around, say, let's just label this, I hate labels, but lower vibrational people, or people that are not in your alignment, like they do things and say things and act a certain way that you don't, that's not in your alignment, you will draw more negative energy to you at this time. So protect your 3D energy, spend lots of time by yourself if you can. If you can't, make sure you're keeping up with your spiritual practices and develop them now before the 31st. That's really important. No social media for like a day and a half or 2 days before and after the 31st, because that is just a toxic playground. YouTube's fine if you're listening to motivational speakers and stuff, but try to keep away from social media as much as you can, because you're going to absorb it. You're going to be like a sponge at this time, and that's what we don't want. We want to absorb good stuff. So keep your energy clear and light, and be in nature and go for walks, and don't go to places like gyms and stuff like that, because it's just so fabricated and artificial. If you can avoid it, if that's something you love, then do that. Or try to do that stuff at home. But we're really being asked to contain our energy at this time. It's very important because we're pulling in our past life gifts and stuff. If you haven't already, a lot of you will already have many gifts. There's more waiting for you to come in from your past lives, so you can access, and you'll remember how to use these powers, or you might have to like tweak it and adjust to this world again with your powers. So that's some cool messages coming in. Also, don't connect with spiritual practices and energy that you haven't mastered yet. Don't try anything new. I don't even want to say the word. I had a discussion, I think, on my Facebook page, and some other people were like, oh, you can channel in, it's not dangerous, you got to do it right. But that's the thing, people don't know how to do things right. Don't start anything new. Don't try to, I don't know, channel in things that you don't know how to channel in. I'll just say that. Obviously your guides are different, your higher self is different, but don't channel around this time unless you're already experienced in channeling, if that makes sense. If that doesn't make sense, let me know. Yes, we discussed develop your spiritual practices now. Wear silver for protection. And I'll bring this up again in the ritual video that I'll do. For the 31st, and opal jewelry for your intuition. Like if you've got a ring or whatever, see I've got like the evil eye ring and some silver and stuff like that. Opal's great for intuition, moonstone if you can. If not, just have the little stones and have them on your person. And this is the most important thing. You need to listen to your shadows. You're going to have shadows specifically coming up. You need to listen to them, because if you don't listen to them and delve into them and acknowledge them, that could also draw heavier energy to you. Because we're like, so wasn't applicable last year. This was not, but because we have had so much chaos and turmoil, we've also been bombarded with light, and the light workers have been receiving that, and they've been trying to ground that energy and spread that out into the world, right? It's pulling things down that don't work, right? So a lot of light has come in. We've raised in frequency so we can attract good and, I guess, heavier energies at the same time, okay? So this is why we need to focus on the good. So don't ever be in fear. All it is just adjusting your perception and focus on the good. However, you need to see shadows at the same time. So say if you've had mother issues and you don't talk to your mother or whatever, that doesn't mean you have to go talk to her, but it's have to be, okay, this is coming up for me again. I need to explore this. So I'm just going to write this out or work with someone to go through this. And there's things there that need to be seen, because I feel like a lot of us, we have images pop up or situations where we're like, yeah, that's the past, I'm done. You're not done. That's why it's coming it up, because we're in a Mercury retrograde as well. So this is going to come up, but this energy in this portal, this is something we can release at this time. Now, I'm talking too much about this. I want to get into the reading. So 6 minutes in. We've got options 1, 2, 3, or 4. So you can choose as many as you want, listen to all of them, or just pick one. The timestamps will be below. And we'll talk about what your gifts you can channel in at this time, instead of probably scaring you. Okay. So we'll kind of look at what we need to release, and what you can call in at this time. So here's pile number 1. All right, let's have a look. Ooh, Trine, Self, Jupiter, Expansion, Libra, Idealist, Witch. So obviously with this straight away, I think this is my favorite card in this deck. You're going to be accessing your witchy powers. I feel like you're either a spiritual teacher, or you've been doing it in some form through writing or through music or whatever it is for you. Could have your own channel as well. But you're leveling up severely on the 31st, and we've got the spiritual teacher card. So keep the amethyst with you, as you probably already know, or even if you're thinking of being a spiritual teacher. This is the rockety rock for you. And on the card it says, are you aware of your empathetic connection with others? It is time to recognize your ability to discern your own thoughts and feelings from those outside you. So you could be highly empathetic and picking up on way too many people's thoughts, feelings. They're not yours. So when you feel something, if it smacks you out of the blue, ask you guys, is this my feelings? Is this for me, or is this someone else's I'm picking up on? Especially if you live quite close to people, or you are close to people and that information can hit you with it. Try to discern if that's yours or someone else's. Develop your intuitive abilities and use them to assist others. Okay, so they usually say don't start anything in Mercury retrograde. If you haven't started a spiritual business, and almost like, this is like what I'm doing now. I'm trying to get all witchy and get us ladies further into our, magical roots. So you could be wanting to do something like this to ask your guides. I advise not to start anything now, but it doesn't mean you can't access in that power. So when the 31st comes for you, and remember to check out my ritual video that I'll do beforehand, but you can call in this power. You will call in this energy you're calling in. It's like you're accepting the crown before you become the high priestess type thing. Do you know what I mean? It's like you need this initiation to call into power, and basically your ritual will be, I'm accepting my power right now. I accept my full power, all my power from other lifetimes, to use for the good of the universe and for myself. So that's lovely. So you've got some cool things to do around that time. So it could be, yeah, we've got the Strength card and we've got the Square for the astrology aspect. This could feel like a challenge. So I feel like you're going to have to work through your skeletons in the closet, but you're strong enough to, because you're a spiritual teacher, you know, and you're strong enough to get through this. You've gotten through a lot anyway. This feels like a challenge, but because of all your challenges, you're able to share that with other people, and other people will resonate with you and take something away from yourself. They're telling me that, say if you're putting yourself out there through your writing or through whatever, and say you get frustrated, because we all do, and you're thinking, hiccup, not thinking hiccup, but you know, and you're thinking, oh, no one listens to me, or don't get feedback, or this or that. People do watch you. They just, I don't know why, they just don't bother to like respect someone's time and effort, and don't comment and don't like. Frustration of mine as well, but you're stronger than that, and know that you need to connect with your soul. This is your purpose. If this is resonating for you, if it's not, pick another pile. But you will see this one unfold for you if you're not doing it already, and you're strong enough to accept the challenges that come, and just know that you have this soul desire to share your message, no matter how frustrated and annoyed you get at people. Because remember, they're doing their thing. They're not, you know, as grateful, or, you know, they're not as awakened in ways, you know, and those are the people that you need to help. So they don't have that, the response to see, oh, someone's, you know, they're so stuck in their own shadows. They can't see, oh, someone's taking their time and effort to try to help me, and I'm just going to do my tiny little bit by thanking them, you know. They're just, it's just unfortunately, it'll change, but it's just unfortunate. It's the way it is. So push through that frustration and connect with your soul, and just say, okay, no, I still have this burning passion and desire to help. And that's how you'll know that's right for you. And that's what will help you get through any challenging times. Into me, I see and burst of magic. Oh, wow. I just got goosebumps. So you're going further within yourself. Please know that time isn't running out. You're just below the lotus beginning to flower. It may have been a long and hard journey for you, like Spirit acknowledges that, but you're really going to tune into your power and focus on your personal development. I'd say you know a lot, but there's things that you've forgotten from the past and you need to remember. So read some books, read online forums, watch more videos. There's Spirit really wants you, wow, so many goosebumps, to research things and start to make a plan for how you want to access action the spiritual nature in your life. How can you slot it in every week, whatever that means for you. So you're going to be quite, wow, that's really cool. You're going to be a big deal. Doesn't matter how old you are, time is not running out for you. You were scheduled to awaken when you awakened. So don't worry, please don't worry about that if that's a thought that you're having. So what you need to give up to clear your energy before you can receive the downloads on the 31st. We've got self-indulgence and twin flames. So it's either an imbalance of energy of giving too much to people, or, yeah, so either you've got a family and you're with your twin flame, that's great. Remember to still recalibrate and balance your energy and ground yourself. Focus on you still before this time as much as you can. Get your partner to like take over during this time, unless, you know, he or she is doing the same thing as you. I feel like that this is healthy energy. So some of you have got that. Others of you are putting too much into either the twin flame experience or a person that you think is your twin flame and is not your twin flame. And we've got the self-indulgence card here. So it says focus on self-worth, time to heal, shadow work, self-appreciation. So I think this is the energy you need to focus on to be able to accept your gifts on 31st. So work on this now, because I'm launching this video a few weeks beforehand. Yeah. Focus on you. That's what the light workers have to do. You focus on you and your self-love, right? And then on the 31st, this is what you'll be able to get more clarity on and bring in at this time. So other cards we have is Libra. So you could be a Libra, have Libra in your chart or in your top 3. Jupiter expansion. Jupiter is direct at the moment, and it's in the house of self, which is Aries energy. I just see a lot of self-development, and it could just be with the Libra energy as well. It's all about beautifying and balance. So if you've got, say, Libra in your top 3, you need balance like every second of every day. So that's something that's really important to you. It's going to help you get through. So if your energy is balanced, you can accept your powers on the 31st. And this is all about you right now. This time is all about you. And Jupiter is all about luck. And I'm just hearing solar expansion and stuff like that. It can be harsh energy when it's been in retrograde, but it's actually, and see, it's got the whole roll of the dice thing. I really feel like something's going to come in that's really super important, which is really going to help you with your life purpose and your journey forward. So I hope that helped you, group 1. Please let me know. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't, and you have to tick the bell. Press the bell, otherwise you don't get notifications of my videos, and that will just make me sad. So now we'll go into group number 2. What gifts are you going to channel in at the time of the 31st? Wow, you've got balance 2, we've got Mars action, 6th house, working on your craft or whatever you love to work on, like your soul purpose, or Uranus revolution. And we've got Aries energy here as well, being radical. I just want to see what else we got. Nature spirits, grief. I do really feel like you have a strong love for nature. And see how she's just like waking up? Like something's just hit her. So in the lead up until the 31st, I feel like there's going to be a big cleansing. There may be something that you have been grieving for quite a long time. And this could also be grieving of self. Grieving of not having the information that you need to go forward. I'm just feeling very fed up. I'm very fed up. I'm very fed up, and it could be around love. We have eternal love here. You could have lost someone. I'm so sorry if that's the case. That's close to you, and it's coming up for you now. Well, it's coming up heavier, and it's coming up because they're with you. They're with you, so please talk to them. Oh, it's really sad. Love is love is love, and it transcends physical death. And I know it's not the same, but I'm just hearing they really want to talk to you, and because of your grief, they can't get through to you. So the veils are thin on the 31st, so you may be really able to accept your clairvoyant talents on a whole new level and be able to communicate to the dead or the spirits that are crossed over. Or I'm specifically hearing just your loved one. So remember to just invite them, and if they're the only ones you want to speak to, and just ask the angels, Archangel Michael, to protect you so that only this person will come through to you. Get a clear quartz crystal, quite, as big as you can, get. I don't know, maybe that size. And that will help you channel in a lot more. Amethyst as well. So with the nature, I feel like you guys, whoever this is, love nature. You could have done a lot with nature. And they might be waking you up in the middle of the night trying to get your attention. And why is that? Because that's the only time that we can really hear them. If we're struggling to hear them, something might be bumping and waking you up. And if it does, that's them. Don't be scared. They're just like, I don't know what else to do to get you to try to communicate to me. That's the only time that they can do it. So just light a candle. If you want to, practice that now, you can. But you're going to receive, you need to practice before the 31st. Otherwise, you might not be able to tune into this energy because you need to build your confidence. I feel like you don't have confidence with this. Okay, what else have we got? You need more balance in your life too. Listen to number 1 if you haven't already. Okay, let's go. Well, we've got the clear quartz crystal. I didn't even read that before. So let's just read this. So it says here social worker, so perhaps that's something you're doing already, or that's something you feel called to do, or you might just deal with everyone around you. You might be the go-to person that everyone comes to when they need help. And it says, do you have a strong desire to help people cope with their problems and challenges? Be an advocate for members of society that need aid due to their age or to their health. So it could be like a care worker as well, like a doctor, nurse. or work in the healthcare industry. It says a happy and healthy community is imperative for the well-being of all. So I'm getting the feeling like, and this is like a justice. So this is like Libra energy as well. Definitely feel like this is linked to pile number 1, because we have the opposition balance. So I feel like you have the ability to call in balance around all areas of your life. I'm getting the feeling it's just not, just with look at the angle this opposition is on. I just don't feel like your life is very balanced at the moment, but you've got Uranus energy wanting to come in and give you realizations. And I feel like you're going to get like 4 or 5, some of you even 9, but what is blocking you? Belief that it's never going to happen. Belief that you have to put too much force into what you want. With this Aries energy and the Mars action, you're putting too much force into it. It's not the right time. Spirit's saying it's not the right time. It's not the right time for your craft. You need to, yeah, so this is 6th house. So it's like Virgo and stuff. You need to focus here. We've got daily rituals. Readjust your daily rituals. You need to focus on you first. Use natural remedies before your purpose can come in. You're forcing it too much. I feel like this is my pile. You need to call in Virgo energy. So when you're doing your ritual on the 31st, I'll put one up, so look out for that. You need to call in Virgo energy. Like, what do we say? Balance Virgo energy. Because if Virgo's too imbalanced and nitpicky and agitated, so you could be nitpicking yourself or others, they're also like the biggest carers, you know, as long with Pisces, because they're like the complete opposite. So you could have Pisces in your chart too. You need to bring this back into balance, the force. Stop forcing things trying to happen. Because the more, say you're trying to open a door and it's pull, you know, but you're pushing at it, it's not going to open, and that's what's happening here. And your energy of frustration and irritation and where's my guidance is what's blocking you. So you're blocking you, and rightfully so. You should be irritated, but this is just the formula that happens. So you're going to have a reprieve if you're working on your practices now. Diet, if you're not eating well enough now, gentle exercise, stretches, yoga, candle rituals every night. Like, you need to, 5 to 6 things for you a day. Okay, and you need to do that leading up to the 31st, so you can call in balance Virgo energy, and that's what you ask for during your ritual. So I'm open to balance and more balance in my life. I'm releasing frustration. I call in the energy to release this so I can fully live on my purpose when the time is right. I give all this to you, universe, so you can help heal and guide me. And daily, I will do my practices and show how much I love myself and do what's good for me. And when the time is right and my soul's replenished, that's when, you know, the universe will show you the way. I know that was more like I was trying to speak for you and then I was getting a message as well. I am so confusing. And it's going to bear fruit for you. So that's what you need to call in on the 31st. Also, okay, one more message. Yeah, we're talking about harmony with your thoughts. Music is very important for you at this time. You could be a musician. You could love to sing. Do more of that. That's what you love. You could write a song. If you've never written a song, write a song. As someone said to me recently, it's just like a poem, you know, and turn it into a song. And even if you sing it just for yourself, who cares? Like, you need to be more creative and do things more from your soul. So you really need to compose at this time. And if you've never done it, do it. And if you're already doing it, something cool is about to happen at the time of the 31st to do with that. You're going to have some breakthroughs, or you might have some fame all of a sudden, like something's going to take off for you. So I hope you love that, group 2. Now we can go on to group 3. What divine talents and gifts are you going to call in? And we'll talk about what you need to release and how we can actually get there. So you're in the land in between. I'm hearing, I don't know what the F I'm doing or what's going on. So you could be someone that looks after people, like their security. Ooh, we've got lots of healing. Ooh, hidden talents. I swear, this year, whoa, I feel energies so much more quicker. It's amazing. The more, you know, I'm channel and I do that for clients, or I do that for me, or I do these videos, like my skills are just like gaining momentum. So that might be a message for you. That might be something you need to do. You can't, I've said this before, like 95% of us that are spiritual with gifts have to remember how to use them. I was born with certain gifts, but I've had to develop them because years and years and years of being told you're no good or not developing those gifts or whatever has suppressed it for us. We've lost our confidence. The only way to get confidence back is to do the thing that scares you, right? Is to develop it. Frog. I just think you've got lots of crappy situations that have been in your life. And the card, I feel called to read it. May the lily beneath your breasts allow you to drink from its healing waters. Be still, for there is serenity behind the drowning croaks. There might be too much noise in your head, and you really need to take some time out for you to hear yourself clearly. Black tourmaline is the crystal for you. I just feel like you don't know what's happening. Okay, so what you need to do leading up to the 31st and to ask for on the 31st. So don't finalize this now. So get a pen and paper right now, and you can pause this video and just write down 10 things that you wish for. It can be anything. It can be, I want free groceries, or I want someone to cook for me. It can be basic stuff, or I want my ants to stop digging up the sand from my garden. Like, it can be small things. Start with small things, because I feel like you struggle to wish, and then it'll get to bigger things and go, okay, ask stuff like, what does my soul want? What does my soul want? What does my heart want? What does my mind want? What does my body want? So ask those 4 questions and see. You can write more than 10. It's just 10 if you're struggling, and see what comes up for you. This is really important because you're going to use that list and then tweak it, right? Make it as big or as short as you want. And then you're going to use that on the 31st to call in what you want. I know that if that part trips you up, just ignore it. Just do your list. Focus on your list, okay? You've got many hidden talents. Like, we've got the night song card here, so you could be a singer, performer, or you could just be singing in the car in the shower like me. But this could be something that you want to do. And I'm hearing, don't feel like you're not good enough, because you are. You're just in between this place of discovery between your old self and your new self. You're right in between. It's like void of moon, when the moon doesn't sit in any sign. So they say that, you can feel confused, or they also say you shouldn't take any actions. This is what is happening, I think, for a lot of us. So you're stuck in between, when you're not seeing things clearly. You've got nothing to like grip on. It's like you're fall. You're meant to fall. Okay, because it's helping you discover what you really want. It's like letting go of the dead wood, and it's freeing you up, and you feel like you're falling, but you're not. You're flying. You're flying, and you just feel like you're falling because you've got nothing tangible to hold on to, and that's the way Spirit intends it for you. So you need to be okay with free falling through your life and making wishes, because that's going to help you let go of all that crap, of all the people that told you can't do this, or your own belief system that thinks it can't achieve this lifetime and stuff like that. It's like I just see you letting go. It's like you're falling down and you're trying to grab onto tree branches and you're falling and you're screaming. But it's helping you instead of hindering you. They don't want you to hold on to something that's dead and doesn't work anymore. Do you know what I mean? It's like you're going into a mirror world where everything seems upside down, but it's not. It's just your perception. Well, that is one freaking cool message. You're getting illumination on the 31st. It's more around your soul purpose. I feel like maybe for you're not sure, like you're working in helping industries or whatever, or you want to, but you're not sure how to get into that, or you're not sure about your purpose, so you're not sure how to execute it, or you're picking something you're not sure it's right for you. I'm just hearing hold off. You're going to get the clarity on the 31st. And that's what you want to call in with the ritual. So stay tuned for that. You want to call in, I'm calling in the energy of clarity. I release my binding contracts from my mind or from others. And I release everyone that has always doubted me, because it was just a mirror reflection of me not believing in myself. And that came from other people not believing in me. So I'm reversing this world to a world where I believe in myself and that things come to me easily and I feel expanded and hopeful and luck is around every single corner. And I'm so thankful for my life and my clear direction. That's what you want to call in on the 31st. Feel free to write down the spiel. You're protected at this time. So from some of the other people, I just feel like you're quite advanced. Even if you don't action, you know, even if you're not like fully working in it, you're like, I'm feeling high priestess to the max. You can basically do whatever you want on the 31st. Channel in what you want, like you're protected. Definitely though, keep black tourmaline with you. It says police officer on here. It's like as a suggestion for life purpose. So that could be for you, could be someone else. And they do protect, and we need more, you know, police officers that aren't corrupt. Let's just say that. So it says it's important that everyone follows rules and regulations established by society and the law. No. And this is talking about policing your thoughts, words, and actions as you go deeper in with your intentions and motives, and the black tourmaline will help protect you from crazy thoughts. So let go of everything. And this is a justice card as well. So it's very Libra energy. Establish and maintain a sense of safety and protect yourself and all those around you. So you could be feeling like you need to protect other people. Do. And put black tourmaline, like if it's like your kids you're worried about or someone, put black tourmaline if you know, in their rooms and stuff like that, obviously where they can't eat it. If they're quite young. Even it's like for elderly parents, like you can hide it in their house, put some in your car. I like to, when I go on long trips and I get scared of the like country roads, I take a picture of Archangel Michael. And sometimes when I'm like fully freaked out, like there was no shoulders on this road and it was all like hilly and someone was pulling out in front of me, and it just felt crazy going at the speed I was going at on such a narrow road. And I was just like, Archangel Michael, please just take over. He literally stepped into me and I could feel him taking hold of the car. I'm like, phew. Obviously I was still driving, but I could feel him. He took the fear away and he was helping me. I felt supported. So that might be something that you need to do. And I feel like also, there's a few messages. Mask is coming off for you of who you think you need to be, and you're really starting to feel your real feelings of you're accepting your power of who you're meant to be, like the epitome of love. I'm feeling you've got so much, a big heart, so much love to give, and you need to keep that for yourself first, and then things will develop further. It's just the usual, hey, I think we're just all having the same messages. It's like, release your expectations, but at the same time, wish, make wishes, because it's fun and it's light. It's a light energy, rather than we feel frustrated all the time. And then we can't get into a space of gratitude because we're frustrated with our lives. We're not happy. So when we wish we're being light, our energy's light. It's like, what can I have? It's expansive energy, you know? You're raising your vibration by doing that. You're letting go of stuff, those old misconceptions and that I never get what I want and all that shit that goes on in your mind. The wishing will raise your vibration. Clear energy. Anytime you feel annoyed or frustrated or pissed off, you're not where you need to be, wish. You're reversing that, right? You're becoming more of yourself. I just feel like, yeah, wow, okay, yeah. This is awesome. It's like literally all my readings lately, it's like I get this feeling of, oh, you're meant to, I just love it. You're here to make big changes in the world by, you know, when you elevate your vibration, you elevate thousands of people around you. That's how like special you are. So please focus on this work and do this for you. And just call in the clarity and the letting go. Because you know how like people was like sometimes when you're like, oh, how do I let go? And people are like, oh, just let go. Yeah, right, thanks. That's really helpful. So hopefully the advice, you'll heed the advice and take the advice, and that will help you shift into where you need to go and do your little ritual on the 31st. Thank you, group number 3. Now we're on to group number 4. What divine talents and gifts are coming in for you? Oh, this is cool. Ooh. Okay, you need to release control as well, and the way you perceive time, that's more of a human concept more than your spiritual concept. So you could be involved as a physical trainer, writer, but you're definitely a visionary. Abundance wants to come into you. If you're dating the wrong type of people, stop it. Stop dating. If you're trying to think about dating right now, if you're single, don't. Spirit's like, don't. Stop talking to people. Stop chasing people. Stop. You're trying to feed a black hole of abandonment and not good enough. So this could also be why you're a physical trainer if you are. That one's coming through like crazy. Okay, please stop. If you need help with this, we can do a session. You need to release it. You're meant to do something way more. Love is a big part of life. Loving yourself is the first big part. The second priority is your life purpose. This is why you're not getting, if you're seeking love, this is why you're not getting love. Because you haven't accepted yourself as yet. So really special for you, because this is really going to be, whoa, goosebumps. It's going to be healing. You need to channel in love for yourself. You need to allow the universe to love you, because I feel like you're really struggling with this emotionally. You're not sure how to love yourself. So for you on the 31st, and watch out for the ritual that I put out, you're calling in the energy of peace, you're calling in the energy of balance, you're calling in clarity around your shadows. I allow in the universe in every aspect of my being, my heart, my soul, my cells, my aura, my mind, my body, my soul, my heart, my hair. Like, it's just, you want it everywhere. You want to allow the love from the universe to support you and help guide you. I allow the universe in to help support and guide me at this time. When you do that, you're going to have luck. You're going to have lots of luck. You will see how, if you've got doubt, I feel like you might be very stuck into that trap of love will save me, love will fill me up. Like, you're just kidding yourself. I'm sorry to be, if that sounds rude, but you just are. You're blocking your own abundance because you don't love your body, and because you feel like the only way you can get love is through another person, you know, and that's not the case. But once you do this work on yourself and work on your shadows and things like that, I'm hearing treat yourself, buy yourself. I am hearing some like jewelry or something, some rings or something, even crystals if you can afford that. But, or put your money elsewhere. I feel like you could put your money into, it could be anything, right? You could spend more money on food when it's actually not necessary. So there's something you need to rejig and rethink there, and reallocate your money into something that it's like a physical totem. It can be anything. Like, even if you saw like a really cute little zebra, that can be a little totem of, this is my epitome of love from the universe. Like, get a thing, or like crystal quartz is great for infusing love. That could be whatever's meaningful for you. Piece of jewelry, a piece of clothing, like a scarf, I don't know, like a plant, whatever it feels right for you. Get that, infuse that with the universe's love, and do that for your ritual on the 31st. So leading up into that, you need to literally, if you're just dating a lot, delete those websites. Reprioritize, refocus your energy into you. And just like, even every day, just communicate with your guides. Just try talking to them if you struggle. I've got the Celestial Channeling course. It's on my website. You can just purchase it. Don't even need to talk to me. Teach you how to do that. Reprioritize your focus. Put your money and your time and your energy elsewhere, because you are not going to get the love you think from a person. And I'm sorry to say that to you. Whew. So you're going to receive lots of love from the universe at this time. And that's like a major form of abundance. Like you'll feel more support, you'll feel more centered, you'll feel more balanced. Things that weren't working before for you will start working when you start tuning into this energy and accepting the help from the universe. Pick a deity as well. I will be releasing a goddess, pick a card, reading of who wants to work with you soon. Look out for that. If you know, that might help you with picking one, but I'm sure you've got like other deities or goddesses that you want to work with. Call, you know, get a picture of them printed off the internet, put it on your fridge or wherever you work or near your bed, and just talk to them during this time and see if you can hear what the messages are that's coming through from them. Scrying, this is the big thing for you. So this is one way you can communicate. Obviously, it's the typical crystal ball, but you don't have to. Like, they're super expensive. If you don't have one or you don't feel called to get one, you can use a mirror, you know. Obviously, the room will need to be a bit darker, so you can kind of see stuff. But I feel like this might be a gift that you will be calling in at this time. Practice this in the lead up to the new moon. Definitely. This is going to be your little thing for you. Even if you want to use pendulums, if you struggle to get the answers, use a pendulum. But the thing is, and I probably should do like a video on this, you have to be so specific. You can't be general, and that takes time. That takes time. It's like, you know, if you say to Spirit, oh, should I do this? And they'll probably go, well, yeah. You know, because it's up to you at the end of the day. Do you know what I mean? Like, you have to be so specific with your wording. So that's something you can practice. Remember, practice makes nearly perfect. Nothing's ever perfect. So yes, scrying, you can use mirrored surfaces. Buy a cheap mirror. You can buy a darker mirror, like a grey mirror or something like that, just to make it a little bit easier to see things in it. But definitely this is something you need to practice up until the new moon. So whatever I said in the beginning about it not applying to someone learning something new, Spirit's telling me this is something you can do, because you're not really accessing, let's just say, what I was kind of talking about is not using the Ouija boards. Don't use that. This is different. Why I don't believe in the Ouija boards myself personally, because it's literally a random portal, and people say they can control it, good for them, but I just would not advise anyone to use that or attempt that or try that. It's literally like a freaking portal that just sucks. It's like a vortex, because there's people standing there waiting and you're letting them in. Like, stop. So don't do that. But this is more of like a gentle tuning. Ask you guys to support you with the right answers and protect your energy at this time. And then opportunities are going to come for you. See, your soul is not in its alignment. When our soul's not in alignment, it's to do with our ego knocking us out of alignment. This is going to bring you into alignment, which will bring opportunities, because things should be easy. And it's okay, don't blame yourself. Like, we've all been there. Like, I've been there millions of times. Like, we're not always in alignment, but this message is to help you get into alignment so you can access your full powers on the 31st, right? And we've got midnight, the most magical time or hour of them all. It's like changing of the spiritual guards, I'm hearing. I don't know what that means. So you might be really strongly called to do this ritual on midnight if you're up. If not, do it when you need to do it. But I really feel like there's so much opportunity here for you. You just need to have the energy and the courage and control to not go back to your programming, to go, I'm wanting to do something new. I'm going to allow in opportunities and love. And first I need to clear my energy. I need to shift myself and become the alchemist in my life and move from where I am to where I want to be with Spirit's help. Oh, and I think that's all the messages I have. I hope you so enjoyed this. I enjoyed doing it so much. Thank you so much. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and share, and comment below, and that will help my channel. And have an awesome time. And look out for my ritual for the 31st. The veil is thin, guys. Like, it's gonna be so good, so exciting. Let's accept our power and go forward into 2021 with even more fantastic miracles to happen. And I believe in that. I see this year as positive. I really do. With every fiber of my being, I do. So I hope you do too. So I'll see you later. Bye.